And one thing we gotta remember, right? Gotta get that. Is that our past is our present and our present is our future. They don't look for us to succeed, man. What we do now can affect us. They look for us to fail now. We gotta do better though. Let's start with the examination of our education.
Alright, we back. Another episode of For the Culture. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, this week we talking about living healthy. Just got through with the depression episode. That was more mental. Now we're gonna talk more physical with our guest Don Richh. How you doing? And Charles Gross. What's up, bro? Hi. Don't how you doing, sir? Don't make me feel like that. But I mean, how y'all living? You know what I mean? I know as far as healthy wise, we can see y'all. You got the tattoos jumping, the muscles jumping every damn where. You making me look. That's why I set you down in that small chair. You're not gonna be up there making me look small, man. I'm trying to look bigger. You know what I mean?
It was a 2-year process, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, everything a process. So, that's what we do know. That's what we do know. Now, of course, we gonna go back and forth with each of y'all, and I know dealing with both of y'all, like just even with our food, you know what I mean? We feed everybody, and y'all the only people that came down that don't want none of my mama chicken. I almost take offense to that. You know what I mean?
Sorry, no, I thought that she probably had to back chicken, and it smells so good. Oh, it is. I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot.
So as far as, I'm gonna start with you, see, like how are you eating? What are you doing?
Well, I started off not eating meat for a long time, and then I just added more as far as like greens and spinach, just incorporate different vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, smoothies. Like it became an everyday habit to me. But now I find myself wanting to be pescatarian. You know what I mean?
Explain that to me, cause
pescatarian is basically just eating like fish, salmon, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure if I want to do that. That was all a part of me listening and, like you said, how you research.
Right.
But I got, in my mind, I got good people talk to me about being alkaline. Alkaline is anything natural. Natural spring water, just natural green stuff that's grown from the earth.
Right.
That's what it is. So I'm in between right now. I still haven't ate none of that stuff, but I just been doing like, people like laughing like, dang, all you gonna eat is spinach and like I drink coconut milk.
And spinach is not even really good for you, by the way. Let me just put that out there while
Oh, okay.
you're talking. But
so hold up.
Yeah,
greens
is not good.
it's at some point, like when you get into it, as far as I had you learn about food's pH balance, and spinach falls on the side of the 7, which is acidic. So your greens should be above the 7.
Kale.
So they should be more on the 9 side. So any other green leafy vegetable is great, but spinach just is not.
So what is your eating process? What do you do?
I'm vegan, so I don't eat any meat.
Okay.
I don't eat no fish, no shrimp, seafood.
So what do you eat? Like
Vegetables, fruits, grains.
You eat bread? Any kind of bread?
Not really.
Because most vegans eat a lot of bread.
Right. I do,
That's
but
not
not really. I'll do some potatoes, which is not really good. You know, it's all about balance.
That's right.
Hormone balance.
Yeah.
right.
I say if you're going to eat meat, get it from a butcher that a trusted butcher,
Right.
that how they have fed their animals and how they have killed their animals.
Right.
Because the meat that's out here in the grocery stores is just not good. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, we actually
Not
had a
because I don't like
farmer on who was actually saying the same things. He actually got his own, pigs
Yeah,
and
go to
cows.
him if you must.
Right.
I love.
I mean, I ain't trying to knock on nobody
chicken.
do, man, but who, like, I got some good brothers I be talking to, and I mean, it's words of wisdom. Like, who want to eat anything dead anyway? Like, who want to eat something that's been slaughtered?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about different infections in blood and infecting people and stuff like that, causing cancer.
Hey, I'm with you. All day long.
It goes real deep. It goes real deep because you got to realize that's why I say go to a trusted butcher, because the way these animals are being killed, they're suffering, and and you have to kill an animal a proper way, because that determines how much toxins they releasing.
Right.
So if they just straight up murdering them, the animal is not even supposed to see themselves being killed. You're supposed to do it in a manner. You got to do everything in decency and order. So you tasting all of that hurt. I mean, all of that hurt, whatever that animal going through, you eating it.
You think that's why?
So and that's why I was saying, it goes deep, and you wonder where a lot of this mental illness is coming from. It's from our, in my opinion, it's coming from our diets.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's very true. I agree with that.
So it goes
I agree with that.
Now, I'm not, because I don't want you to try to feed me into that. I want to eat that meat.
If you can eat, then go to a trusted butcher. But don't
try to gain weight. Y'all ain't gonna have me gain weight off vegetables.
Okay, avocados will gain you weight. Dates will gain you weight.
Dates, it's different.
You know, it's different things. And on top of that, those animals, that's secondhand protein. What do you think they're eating? The grass and grains and stuff. They're not eating each other.
I don't know what they eat.
They're eating
chicken tastes good.
They're eating greens. They're eating vegetation.
Anything natural.
So they're getting first-hand protein. You're getting second-hand.
Right. So I'm hip to what you're saying now. As far as how you fix your food, like how do you, when you say you eat your greens and all that?
Oh, I will just saute them on top of the stove.
Because I mean, what I hear about greens is that like any green that you put heat to, you're releasing toxins. So it's
right.
Not
so the more
to be,
you cook it, the less nutritional value it's going to have. So it's bad.
But you're supposed to eat it fresh though. You're supposed to eat it fresh.
If you can eat raw, that's great. But who's really going to be out here doing that? You got to be real disciplined. But that is the best way to do it.
That's what it's about though. Self-control and discipline. If you don't have self-control and discipline.
And our culture, we don't really seem to have a lot of that.
Yeah.
So and that's kind of why I kind of changed a lot of things, because I needed that structure, that self-discipline.
So how long has that self-discipline been going on? Were you ever to the point where you was eating the cut-up cows and the cut-up pigs?
Yes.
Okay.
I love steak, onions, and green.
Everybody at McDonald's, right?
Yes. But it comes. But I started seeing a lot of people around me dying from cancer and having diabetes and high blood pressure, and even Crohn's disease comes from eating a whole bunch of processed food.
Right.
But
So how long have you? And now there are different types of vegans, correct? So.
Well.
Or no? Yes or no?
Vegan to me is just someone who doesn't eat meat.
So isn't that a vegetarian?
But you can be vegan and still not be healthy.
Yeah, because you could be not getting the right vitamins, and
But that's where you'll have to maybe buy a supplement or some vitamins or something like that.
Right, because you gotta have like your iron and your B12.
But who says you have to have? I mean, it's hard. I mean, you just eat right.
I don't know. I mean, I think you would have to unless you don't want to live, right?
The main focus is putting the right stuff in your body.
Yeah, putting the right stuff
controlling
into your
what
body.
portions you eat and stuff like that. Like I don't drink milk and I don't eat cheese because it puts inflammation in your body.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the other day, somebody put up a post about pig feet, and when you a kid, you gotta eat that shit. That's what it is. Or you don't eat. I know.
We was kids.
I heard that many times on this house. You ain't gotta eat if you don't want to. You don't want to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just know what I'm not doing.
Right.
First of all, you can't be telling me, oh man, I got high blood pressure, your feet swole up, your head big, and all that old craziness, and you still eat pig feet. That don't make sense.
And turkeys.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
I don't eat. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't eat pork because I love bacon. I ain't lie to you. I put bacon. If they tell me add bacon, if I see on the menu add it. In fact, add double of it because I want me some bacon.
Right.
But other than that, you know what I mean. I don't eat too much of the pork.
But that's what's good. But some people in life, like I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm only here to help you. You know what I mean? If you want to eat all the bacon in the world, that's on you. You know what I mean? But I know what I'm not going to do. That's just what it is for me.
And if you're gonna eat all the bacon in the world, how about trying to exercise so that you can release some of those toxins that you just consumed? You have to perspire, you have to pee, and you have to poop. The 3 P's. You have to get that stuff out of your body.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it. So we keep on eating all this stuff, but ain't nobody exercising. And they'll be the first to say, well, our parents did it. I can't stand when they say that. Or that's what they did back in the day. Back in the day, they tended to a whole farm. They was outside, sweating, exercise. They was releasing them.
Right.
They was more active than we are now. Now, we're in a culture of just laziness.
But that's what happened with us.
You
We got brainwashed because of
And
what
so-
our parents was going eating and what their parents was eating and all that craziness. Like, man, I'm not gonna eat that stuff no more because I found out for myself that it gives you a better mind, it gives you a clearer
It
mind.
does.
You think more. Like looking at all this alcohol back here, I don't even drink anymore, bro. Because it's poison to your body and it's poison to your brain. You know what I mean? So that's just me. But anybody else, if you want to do it, you know what I mean? I found my search. But if you want to keep finding your search that way, then that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just me. But
I mean, of course, that's to each his own, because we're not, you know, that's to everybody. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to eat or what to drink, because my lifestyle is, in the way that I think, is totally different from a lot of other people. My thinking is, you gonna die somehow, some way.
that's right.
So
That's very true.
I always, and I tell my mother this, I'd rather die with a good belly and happy than be sitting out this joint saying, oh man, let me eat the grass and let me just drink water.
But it's
not. And I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that.
A lot of people think, you know, we suffering because we can't have meat. No, like you just notice different things. Like when I had to work downtown, just in the subway station, I'm walking faster than everybody else. I'm just like upbeat. Everybody just sluggy. Like it's just differences that I notice. Like it's like.
It is, man. I
Change
went
up a
from
little
a
bit.
44 to a 34 in 2 years.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? I went from a 4 and 5 leg shirt down to an extra large. I can wear a large, but if I wear a large, you be already talking to all day. You already poking out that it is, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah, and I don't never want to sit up here and try to tell anybody how to eat, but I do.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
I
that's what we want. We want to hear the things about eating healthy, you know.
Save our people,
Right.
really, because we have to get healthier. We're dying.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
dying.
Definitely. I mean,
You know?
again, I mean.
Yeah, we all gonna die, but
right.
we gotta.
I look at it like
We gotta speed up the process.
everybody gotta, you know, got their own time. You know what I mean? Where,
right.
That's why I was asking you, well, how long? You know what I mean? And you say 2 years.
yeah, I hadn't ate any McDonald's. I haven't picked up a soda. I don't eat Burger King. I don't eat none of that stuff.
Right.
So I haven't done none of this stuff in 2 years, bro.
2 years. So how long has that been for you?
Maybe like 4.
4 years. And so, and this is what I'm saying. So now we look and I mean, I don't want to get up to that up and be looking down. So I want to be more educational than to be looking at people like, man, look, you drinking or you smoking or you eating pork. You know, it's kind of like, all right, we do the education part so that then people like myself be like, damn.
Well, the
that's,
educational side is about the diet. It's about diet. But with losing weight, man, it's a mindset. Like, I know everybody in this room that heard this before. I'm gonna go to the gym. And when you get home to go to the gym, you don't go. And you like, man, I don't feel like going. So you don't go. And then you'll wake up and be like, man, I'm gonna go to the gym. And every day you don't go. But then one day that light click on and you finally go and you start going and people start seeing your search and start seeing your purpose, right? So then you have a friend or maybe two be like, man, I'm trying to go work out with you. Like, all right, man. So you call them, like you trying to go to the gym, they're like, nah, I don't want to go. But the point I'm making is that you got to drive yourself, self-control and discipline to do it. Right. You can't keep putting in your mind that I want to do it but don't do it because you'll never do it. And that's what people don't understand about life, man. At the end of the day, if you're going to do something, do it. Don't keep sitting there saying you want to and don't do it because you're always going to have that, I want to, and you don't go out here and get it. It's the same thing with a job. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to hold on to it once you get it. But if you don't go to work every day, what happens? Yeah, you get away from here.
You already know what's going to happen.
So that's just what it is. The same thing with dieting and your mind power, man. Once it's up here, it's up here. Once it leaves, it leaves. That's just what it is.
Now, so as far as, okay, now what made you switch to say, okay, I'm eating the McDonald's, the Burger King, whatever. What did you see something on TV? Did somebody pass away?
Besides the people around me, everybody getting cancer and all various other diseases, the documentary, What the Health, literally changed my life.
So
And
you
there
seen
was
that
another documentary called Educated. They're both on Netflix.
Yeah,
Changed my life. And it's all about knowledge. I mean, there's some things that you just don't know.
Right.
I didn't know that these cows was being killed like that.
Right. What you mean, killed like what? Because I know how they I mean,
or their living conditions.
Did
It's
you know?
horrible.
Did you know milk?
It's horrible.
Their milk is like pus.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I didn't never know that it was so much antibiotics and stuff in milk. I love whole milk.
I found out that's how a lot of people got sinuses.
Yeah, I love
There
whole
it is.
milk.
It's an allergy
Yeah.
and that inflammation in your
Yeah.
body, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But I got a great person, man, that I be around and I talk to all the time. Keith Plater, right?
Yeah.
That's who really inspired me. Even though we lost some good people, I lost a lot of good people, but he really inspired me on the outlook about life, what you put in your body, your everyday diets. And me and him both had pictures where we was big, dog. Big as a house. Alcohol, you know what I mean? Eating wrong. And then, you know, one day he started his journey. I'm like, dang, dude look good, you know what I mean? Like, what you doing? So it's that conversation that you had with somebody, and he gave me the conversation, he was doing alkaline. And after you start doing the research on Dr. Sebi, this, that, and third, for on alkaline, it works, you feel what I'm saying? But it's up to you to keep doing it, you know what I mean?
And that's up to each individual person too, because I always say, like, do your own research. Don't sit up here and take what Don or what CR, even what I say, what Tiffany say, and say, all right, well, this is what I'm gonna do. Because certain things might not be right for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might want to put some different things in your diet and not just want to eat, or you might say, you know what, I don't want to eat my food, or you know what I mean, I want to just eat this, or I know people that say, man, look, I survive over nuts and water, you know what I mean, so it's kind of like, all right,
But you can though.
yeah, I mean, they can, I know, I mean, but to each his own.
Yeah.
But, I
It
mean,
depends
that
on
might
what
be,
kind of nuts you eat though.
right, I mean, there's good things and there's bad things about everything, you know what I mean?
And then another thing is the microwave. I want to try to bring awareness to people. We use the
What's wrong with the damn microwave?
You're killing your food. You're killing it.
I thought it was already dead. Damn, I'm just reheating it.
Say you heating up some vegetables. You didn't kill every nutrient that you literally transforming your food. And then you eating it.
But ain't you doing that already when you put heat to it?
No, now tomatoes, yes, the more you heat up tomato sauce and stuff, it's going to become
I'm hearing that
toxic.
about any vegetable.
No, it's not going to become toxic. It's going to lose some of its
Do some more research.
nutrients.
I mean, because that's what I'm hearing. Like any grains
Tomatoes
that
will
you
become
put
toxic
heat
the
to,
more you heat it up.
just like wheat. Wheat is supposed to be
Natural.
right, eaten and not smoked. Because once you put
Really didn't know that?
once you put the fire to it, right? Once you put the fire to it, you're releasing the toxins, and that's why it gets your brain to the point like that.
I don't
Or
either.
anybody smoking it. It's about the type of weed you smoking. If you start talking about this loud shit, that's chemical, man. That's poison.
Yeah.
Like, why you think everybody's so off? That's in my opinion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's just one of
certain
the
people
biggest
can't handle. Certain people can't handle. Some people can handle it. But man, it's a lot of people off, man, that just can't handle it,
So back
man.
to the microwave, you still adding, not only are you changing the whole, look, I can't think of the word. Not only are you changing your food, you consuming radiation.
Right.
So, and it's like, and then you wake up one day and it's like, how do I get cancer of the such and such? Well, I don't know, you heat your food up every day in the microwave and you're eating it for years and years and years.
Right, when did microwaves come out though? I mean, I just want to know, because I heat up a lot of stuff in the microwave when I get that chance
But
to.
my parents didn't. My grandparents didn't. They heated that stuff on top of the stove.
Right.
You know, we live in such of a fast, or the oven, a fast-paced, what's it called, microwave society. Everything got to be done very fast and quickly. So that's
Most
another
people
problem.
getting the air fryer now too.
Yeah, we don't have time to actually cook our food.
Right.
And then, you know.
Hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live feed so that way everybody can tune in.
Yeah, because your phone was on dead, brother.
Yeah, it was
I
about
kept looking over that jump
I
like,
was about to cut off.
you through. No life.
But so I mean, I understand more or less about the heating of it, but I doing my research on it, and again, I do a little 48-hour research and I become an expert.
Right.
All right. I just found that any green, and I forget this guy's name, but he's somebody over in one of them, one of the countries from Africa or whatever.
Right.
And
Huyada?
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of those Africans, they really know how to eat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's what he,
It's natural.
But they eat it from the ground.
Yeah.
That's how we
that's
should.
what he was saying. Like, you know what? Like,
If it
eat
don't come from the
everything.
ground, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good.
And that's where I got the whole marijuana from. Where it was like, yeah, we use marijuana, but we
Eat it.
eat it. We never smoke it because now when you smoke it, just like any green, any vegetable, once you put heat to it, you're taking away from the nutrient and you're releasing
That's the
the
first time I
toxin.
heard of that, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What, as far as marijuana?
Nah, as far as
Greens?
heating up any kind of green or
Yeah,
any
well.
kind of vegetable.
I don't feel, in my personal opinion, that it's going to become toxic. I just feel like you're taking away its nutritional value the more that you heat it up. That's why it's best
But
to eat
you do realize that when you put fire to something,
Mhm.
you're putting toxics in it. So
Okay.
that is like, I mean, to me it's like kind of like one and the same. You know what I mean? It might not have toxins in it where you're releasing them, but as long as you're putting fire to it,
I've heard people put alkaline water inside of their like greens if they cook it, or they like their potatoes. They put it like, cause you got to put water in anyway. So they put alkaline water in their stuff and they heat it up like that. Now, I don't know if that's taking away or helping or what. I don't know, but
because everything we do is just.
I mean,
like,
you're going to have to, if you don't want to eat raw, you're going to have to heat up your food.
yeah, I mean you're gonna have to heat up everything.
know,
I look at it like this again. I'm gonna die one day, so I might, I you know what I mean. I hope and pray I don't die no pain.
Okay,
from that,
but you're going to die one day, but I'm going to need you to be able to move around and think clearly while you're here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
You
just
won't be
from
on
my
nobody
experience,
crazy,
not consuming meat, I think on a higher level, I mean, I just feel more,
your
I don't know,
mind's
my
more- your mind's
vibration
more
is
open.
just,
Yeah, your mind more open.
I don't know, I can't really explain it in versus a meat eater. And I hate to sound like that. But it makes me sad sometimes when I see people overweight and barely move and stuff like,
Yeah, I'm
come on,
here.
y'all.
So how do y'all families? I'm start with you now. How does your family? You
My
got
family
kids?
hates it. My kids, they don't have a choice because they're my kids.
Right. Okay.
And that's the thing, you gotta train your kids up how they should go.
I just wonder. I mean,
They don't have to, I buy the food. They don't
Okay.
really have a choice. So
Right.
they getting into it. They'll fall in line here and there because they're kids. I may
Given.
give it
So you pack them
And
up?
what you mean
pack-
get in?
Oh,
McDonald's.
okay.
But not
so
even, but not even like on the meat tip
Oh.
though. Like I'll do
French
veggie
fries.
burgers or
Okay.
fries and stuff. But it's because it's still
McDonald's got
processed
veggie
food.
burgers?
Burger King.
Oh, okay.
So now, what about when they go to school?
Oh, my 4-year-old, he has a note. He's
Okay,
the
he has
only
a
vegan in
note.
this class.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna drink your skim milk.
Okay.
Just give him some water.
Okay, and he'll be fine. Okay.
And he'll be fine. My kids, they don't eat school lunch. They bring lunch from home.
Okay.
Like, yeah, but
And your significant other, how does he deal with that?
he still eats meat.
He still eating?
Maybe one day he won't.
What?
No, she doesn't.
I was just commenting. I wasn't trying to talk.
Oh, all right.
He still eats meat, and that's why I said I'm not here, to knock anyone. To each his own. I just want you to be
Aware.
aware
Right.
of what you're doing and what you're
Oh,
putting
you're
in
not
your
trying
body.
to
So
force it.
he may So he
Okay.
may eat meat, but he don't eat no red meat or no pork. He's still on the chicken, but you know what? He's gonna get his chicken probably from mom's
Right.
or from the butcher.
Everybody
So
knows
it's
that.
different levels. He's out of the grocery store meat phase,
Okay.
Right. Okay.
messing with me.
Now,
yeah.
what about in your household?
Oh man, it's difficult, man.
they
gonna lie.
they meat eaters, huh?
Man, I ain't gonna. When I got married, man, I got big as a house, boy.
That's what they do to that.
Yeah.
Everybody with
That
me.
means you was happy.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
And my wife, mean, she cooked a lot of, man, you think you feeding Africa or something.
Right. Right.
That's how I
But
was.
then I got to a stage to where I changed up how I eat, and everybody looking at me like, what's going on with you? You sick or something?
Right.
So my son, he loved, like, you know, he loved McDonald's and stuff like that. You see how big my son was, man. So I've been trying to get him with the transition, and I try not to take everything away from him,
Right.
but it's difficult, man.
Especially at one time. It's just steps and stages,
Yeah.
right?
Because everybody in the house, they trying to transition, but it's still that I need this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right, man.
Versus they looking at me, what you eating?
They smell
I
that
just
next
got
door
to the
neighbor.
point the kids ask for McDonald's. I ain't getting that fish.
Yeah, well, you know.
I ain't getting it. Why? Cause you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's why. And so my son, I don't know if you know him or not. Now he comes to me, he be like, Mom, is this gonna kill me?
See, now you put the fan to the child.
Well, hey, that's what it's gonna take, but that's,
So y'all,
that's
cause
mine.
like in my household, so my wife, like she is on that process where she don't be eating the meats and all that. So now,
Yes.
but me,
Uh-huh.
like nah. So it's two different pans on the
Yeah.
stove. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a pan that just got veggies in it, and then it's a pan that got the veggies and the chicken,
Right.
or you know what I mean, or whatever, the veggies and the beef, or whatever it may be. That you know, because
Yeah.
I got to have my meat.
And it's a way that you can still have your meat, and you just said it, eat some vegetables with it to kind of help it go through you.
Right.
You know, like, pay attention to people's breakfast. They'll have like some sausage and bacon, eggs. You like everything is meat if you
No, sir.
Right.
look at it. There's not even fruit with it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like you just have to find that balance somewhere. Like it's different levels.
They can have that. I ain't.
Now, so
You
what
know.
do y'all know more or less about, like, you got some questions?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, I have 3 questions that people wanted to know. So, what is wrong with the air fryer?
I don't know. I don't own one.
I never heard nothing was wrong with it.
Oh, okay.
I just heard they put it out there, but I feel like if it's got anything as far as like, how can I put this? Electricity, it should be bad for you in my opinion, but like I said, I can't sit here
Stove got electricity.
and do. You're 100% right.
But that's why we should be eating raw.
I can't sit here and tell anybody what to do and what not to do.
Right.
I just know that I've been eating off the stove, I've been doing air fries, and I'm perfectly healthy. But again, it's all about, well, I'm gonna piggyback on this. It's different oils you can use. Like, I don't use that other oil everybody. You feel what I'm saying?
What kind
I
of
go
oil?
get some like olive oil,
Oh, yeah.
And you guys
avocado
supposed to
oil,
keep that
Okay.
stuff like that. And I just, that's just me.
Anybody using Crisco no more?
Grape
No,
some
man.
oil,
Yeah, the
and
grape
you
seed.
can heat up more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about education. Like
Yes, that's all
learn
it
different
is.
things and come up out the norm.
I look at it like, as far as, because nobody has really gotten to that stage where we got, I mean, unless you go to other countries. But over here, got to that stage where we got 50, 60 years of being a vegan or vegetarian, you know what I mean? Because this is something that, you know, maybe started in maybe like the late 90s to
Right.
now. You know what I mean? You might got some 20, 30-year vegetarians, but so it's again, where everybody is almost being a guinea pig. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna try, right? You know, man, I'm gonna try the fish and just,
Right.
you know, eating some nuts and some
I
water.
was even at that stage.
And then you might say, you know what, I'm just gonna eat all vegetables and, you know, I'm gonna get my protein from elsewhere. And me, I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna eat it all. And, you know, so everybody's like, and then you know what, you know, God forbid anything happen to any one of us, but it's
Right.
always like, all
I'm
right,
gonna put
well,
this on your mind as well. Think about fish and where they come from in the sea. What do they eat? You know, people dump bodies in the sea.
Right.
The
The
fish
ocean
eating
is
that.
toxic.
right, that's
why
what I'm
I
about to say.
got-
So when
I
people
got
say they
it.
eat fish, like I trust me, when I hear people, and I know I be saying y'all eat the catfish like that. Catfish?
They say that's the bottom feeder. That we
Man.
should eat that. They say
Hold
we
up,
should
hold up, not just catfish,
Tilapia.
shrimp, seafood,
Oh,
crabs.
yeah, tilapia. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thing
all
like
that.
that.
Shrimp. They say about
But
shrimp
listen,
too.
a catfish, I have opened catfish up and
Uh-huh.
found bottles inside of it.
You're
Big
lying.
cans.
Yeah, because
What?
They will eat
Yeah.
anything that will go inside their mouth, a catfish will eat.
Wow, I did not know that.
So, like, when people say they eating healthy and you eating fish,
Mhm.
that's because everybody put a name
I
on
was
it. Like
more
you got
on the
pescatarian.
mercury that's in the water, and other things. If they're consuming it, it's in their body, it's in their gills, it's in them.
Yeah.
So, but don't they say that like in the Bible that you can eat the fish?
That's why I said, man, that's a tough. Let me tell you something. That Bible is a touchy subject, bro.
You can eat what I put here that's good for
We
you.
ain't gonna go there, but I'm just saying, like that's what
It said eat what is good for you. Eat of what is good for you.
Okay.
So if we're living in a time where the fish is not good for us, don't eat it. Everything that God sent down for us is not for us to eat. Maybe He's trying to see what you're going to do if you're not going to eat it.
Right, because maybe back then they didn't have all of the nonsense
They
that they got in the war.
They didn't. Nowadays they pumping the food up with so much stuff. They pumping the food up with so much stuff. So it's not how it was back in the day.
Right.
And then back in the day, I've never known anybody with so much cancer back in the day, or the other
Now,
kids get.
I mean, to me, I don't want to go there neither.
So you
but
think man making cancer too?
I know that man-made cancer.
Yeah.
That's given. But the thing about it is, and I don't want I want to keep this on health.
But I got you, brother.
To be honest, like I think that's a reason why we're getting it so much, because it wasn't as bad on us back in the day.
Yeah.
That was really a Caucasian disease, and they figured to cure themselves.
If you go to Jamaica, they don't even barely know what cancer is.
Right. So and then now when our people get it, is we have a different genetic makeup, so we are cured differently.
So everybody wants to say genetically, right? Genetics. Oh, because your daddy had this, that means
I ain't even saying that. I'm just saying as far as like when our people get it, they have the Caucasians have different genetics than what we have. Right. So now when they cure them, that's not going to be the same cure that they have for a black man. You know what I mean? So that's going to be totally different. What I'm trying to tell you is to be honest, to straight up say this, cancer was a white man's disease.
Okay.
Alright, and so now it's become so hard on us, and the reason why we're dying from it at a such fast rate is because they don't have the cures for it like they have for them. They haven't done the research. Just like I was saying with the vegetarians, there's not been so much where the white man was getting cancer so bad, where they had to do their research, they had to find ways to heal them. But with us now, this is something that's just coming about, where now they're finding ways, and they're not saying that they're not trying to help us or whatever, and whoever they is, I'm not saying they or anything like that, but I'm just looking at it, and I know what it was. It wasn't, we weren't having cancer like they was. Now the shit that transformed to a point where now we are getting cancer more than any other race.
So you believe cancer was man-made too? I mean, I'm sorry, AIDS?
Yeah.
You don't?
You know?
I'm not saying I don't believe it, but
I'm sorry, Lenny.
all this just makes a lot of sense the way you talk about the big head scientists and just different things in life, or people say there's a man sitting in a laboratory making cancer and making this and making that. Some things I just find hard to.
Hey, look, I'm not one of them people.
God is never going to put down a disease that He did not make a cure for.
Exactly.
So therefore, there's no cure for cancer. Guess what? Man making it.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you another thing.
It probably is.
You have the Bible too, though, right?
Yeah, we did not.
But look, that's another disease. I ain't even gonna go there. But I mean, when you talk about stuff like that, man, you talk about how they're trying to control the population. And if you can put a disease out there where they say we have a cure for it, but we're not gonna show you this cure for it
because most black people gonna chase it, right?
Because what it really is as we are. I mean, we generate more people day by day than any other race. So now when you do your research, by another 100 years from now, we will be the majority in this country. So you can't have that.
Right. With life, it always comes the next big thing. What is the next big thing? It's always like that. Like I work in the pest control field, and every year there's a new mosquito come out.
Really?
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, where did this one come from? And all of them carry different diseases. So it's a lot of research that's in my field that I got to deal with, where we talk about safety, ethics, and control. We more of weight respirators, we're supposed to been wearing and stuff like that. How we spray things, how people's body react to different chemicals. Like, man, it's a lot to where a lot of people don't know. So it's like you have to have the common knowledge to study your work, what this does and what that don't do. You know, we big now on basically accidental stuff, basically labeling all your products. And it's a lot with the world and life that people don't talk about.
Oh yeah, well that's what we here is we trying to, you know, fight that elephant in the room. So you,
Yeah, I did have some other questions. So both of you guys can answer this if you want one or the other. What food or meal suggestions do you have for beginners that are trying to transition to like not eating meat or being vegan?
Oh wow. You can do smoothies, fruit smoothies. You can go get like onions from like Mom's with like spelt batter, I think, and you can put it in the fryer as far as with the different oils, stuff like that. You can use a lot of bananas. I like peanut butter myself. A source of peanut butter, apples. I do a lot of coconut
how
milk.
good is peanut butter for you?
I get a lot of backlash. Some people say it's not good for you, but what that does is it fills me up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that cuts down on the portions. That's how I was able to lose so much weight. I do a lot of applesauce too. So there's a lot of things that I did. But the biggest thing about losing weight is having enough water in your body. Like, I will consume at least 2-liter bottles first thing in the morning.
Is it a specific type of water?
Well, I do alkaline water, which is a pH level, where I do a lot of Iceland water. I do a couple little other ones that I'm trying to figure things out. Like this is an actual natural spring water. Anything naturally spring, this is what I do, natural spring water. So when you consume a lot of water in your diet and in your body, what that does is it fills you up as well. So everything's about portions with losing weight.
Right.
So that means if you're sitting down and your plate is about the size of this, and it's stacked up that high, it's weight, man. You're putting weight on your body. But if your plate look like my hand and you got vegetables, say you got a piece of meat head and whatever else you got around it, as long as you're consuming enough water and stuff like that, that helps you lose weight. So all day long, what I try to do is I try to keep down on my portions. I try to drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? Right now, I don't have to lose any more weight, but now I'm starting my bulk process. So that means I'm starting to get more muscles now, and I'm starting to tone up my chest even more. Because, you know, when we was in high school, you know, we was working out all that stuff, but some of us didn't care about that stuff. We just was like, we do it, go home, and there's nothing else to do. Like go outside and play or whatever the case may be. But some people let themselves go. I'm one of the ones who let myself go, and I go back and look at these pictures to what I look like now. I'm like, this new guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
So I was gonna say 80% of your grocery shopping should be done in the produce section.
Okay.
The further you get into the aisles, you're poisoning yourself because everything is in a box. It's processed.
Wow.
Like, do most of your shopping in the produce, and from that, you're gonna get vegetables, potatoes, cook them up, put them over some wild rice or some quinoa.
There you go. Pay a lot of that
Eat a bowl of fruit. Get yourself a fruit salad with your dinner, after your dinner. That's your dessert or whatever, but it's not hard. You can make it simple. Yams is, good.
Yeah.
Some nights I may just have some green beans, some fresh green beans, and sweet potatoes.
So I know, I know you was big. But Don was at one point when you was
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
okay.
And that was from eating meat. When you eat meat, you're instantly getting inflammation and weight. So it's like once I stopped, that weight just came off.
They say
People thought that I
in your
had.
body, 30 days?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
it just instantly comes off, and it's a whole nother different physique. I'm slim now, but I was bigger.
Yeah. So now, as you lost that weight now, do you see because now we got this whole thing where everybody wants to be thicker. You know what I mean? Everybody look at you
So
like,
I would try to do weight training, lift weights, go to the gym, and get bigger that way. But I'm not by my food. I mean, if this is my natural But me, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people do the weight loss thing to impress certain people or certain things. I did it because I wanted to impress myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's just me. It's a part of your search and
I wasn't
focusing
even
on.
meaning to lose weight.
Wow.
I like a
You just want to
fuller.
be healthy.
Yeah, you just want to be healthy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, me, I want to be healthy. That's all I really want to be is healthy. I just want to make sure that I'm at a healthy weight. You know what I mean? Like, you know, at a certain height. And again, you gotta trust somebody. You know, stand for something. You fall for anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got every doctor might tell you something different than this doctor, or, you know.
But you gotta realize they're in the business altogether.
Right.
Of keeping you there. They're not gonna ever try to lose you as a patient. So.
I mean, I'm going to the doctor. If I break a leg or arm or something.
Right. We can heal out. The body has an innate ability to heal itself.
Right.
You just gotta be right. Treat it right. So it's
sometimes
like
you gotta make sure you gotta go to that doctor
My wife get
sometimes.
mad at me. I have a headache. She's like, "Hey, with some time." I'm like, "I ain't taking no time, no."
Right.
Yeah.
I have a headache because maybe I didn't do
have
something
enough
right exactly
Right.
throughout
Yeah.
the day.
Right. Usually you know exactly what
Most
you did
African
differently.
Americans are dehydrated.
Yeah.
But they don't
We
have
don't
enough
know
water.
because we're not drinking enough water.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of our problems are coming from.
And put down
It's
the
all
soda,
great.
man. Good gracious.
Yeah.
You're killing yourself.
I've been drinking. I forgot I've been drinking a lot more water lately.
It's
If I
a
drink
book
anything,
that's
I
called
drink some
water,
tea.
and I gotta come back and
And you
rest
see your
it for
skin,
y'all.
your skin will look a lot
Yeah.
more better when you drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I noticed that you religion Muslim, right? So how did that have anything to do with your eating process, or have you always
she's
been
been eating
Muslim?
pork anyway, right?
Right.
So have you always? That's always been your
It
religion?
had a little bit to do. No, I've been Muslim now for like 10 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So, but yeah, so that led me to the not eating pork.
Right. Of course.
And then I had to start eating things that was halal, that was killed the right way and fed the right way.
Right.
Farm fed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
So when you the place, where's the place? I know they got one in Waldo.
Well, yeah. Right
Yeah,
there.
Mom's Organic. Yeah.
Right there by the
I
giant
love it
Planet
there.
Fitness.
I love it there.
Yeah.
And you can taste the difference. If you get some chicken breast from Mom's, and then get some chicken breast from Food Line,
Big difference.
even the eggs.
Yeah.
Even the eggs. So just try to do better. And it's steps. Like I went from no regular eggs to just egg whites.
Right.
And you know, maybe I'm not even having egg whites as much anymore.
Yeah.
But if I do an egg, it's gonna be an egg white. It's
I
not
can tell
gonna
you,
be
like
milk.
in my household, it is very hard to get. Like, I mean, that's what it is. Like we have almond milk,
Mhm.
egg whites.
Mhm.
The 2 bottom trays is filled with nothing but vegetables. So me, I
Kudos
always got to
to
go
your
out.
wife. Yes, wife.
That's why I go out to the McDonald's, to the Popeyes. I'm
See?
always sneaking that shit in the house because
Right.
I'm always like, man, I got to have me. I be on the way here. I was like, man, you know what?
You on that stuff that they
Man,
got in it.
yeah, man, I'm
You want
addicted.
it.
I need
Yes.
that.
So I'm
My
addicted.
fix.
You don't need it.
Calling
You
me.
need it.
I'm
And then I
addicted.
feel like everybody needs to fast. We can bring fasting into this whole thing. It's not just for Muslims. It's something that the body
Everybody.
needs to
I
do.
mean, everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're never giving yourself a break. You're eating all day. Your body's not having a chance to process like it's supposed to.
Right.
And when you fast on the level that I do, like for 16 hours, no food or water, your body is rejuvenating new cells, and it's detoxifying
Feel a
itself.
whole lot better after that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I used to go to
Yes.
work and come home, take a bath, and go straight to sleep.
Mhm.
When I come home from work now, I can do what I want.
Right, and I only need about like 4 hours of sleep or 5, and I'm up.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't know the whole fasting part. Y'all probably would see y'all. We just
feel
talk
like I
about
would lose
depression.
too- Yeah.
no, it's a sacrifice, but you gotta realize that with any sacrifice comes reward.
Right.
So, yes, it is hard, but your body is going to be so much better
Yeah.
after you do it.
I can work now
So-
in peace, in my opinion. Man, I used to sit in my work truck, hit McDonald's, sleep about 4 hours,
Right. It's
go to somebody's house, I gotta use the bathroom. Like, it's a big
Yeah.
relief now, man.
Yeah.
That's just what it is for me. Like,
Yeah.
I can work comfortably. I'm not tired. I don't sit in my work truck and go to sleep. I'm good now.
I can think clearer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all need to try to work on that. I mean, again, remember, it's been 4 years for you, 2 years for you. Yeah, it's been like 20 minutes for me. It might not last that long, but it's been 20 minutes. So
You gotta start from
I'm working
somewhere.
on it.
Even if you just say, let me eat more of a plant-based diet.
Right.
You know, just start from somewhere.
Plant-based
you
really
know.
good for you too.
Now, are y'all making sure that you take in the right vitamins and minerals?
No.
You just
I'm getting vitamins and minerals from what I'm eating, which is anything like almonds, different. Like I said, I incorporated alkaline with my everyday life too. So I make sure I put the right. Like she said, spinach wasn't good for you, but I was incorporating that with like kale,
So
chickpeas, quinoa, different stuff like that. Like I was big on going to. You ever heard of sweet green? I was going to sweet green, chop stuff like that. Like if I'm in the city or if I'm moving around the College Park area, I go over there and get me one.
So I just learned about watercress. My mother real country.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I
you ain't gotta be country to know about watercress.
I didn't. But I would say that's a good alternative for spinach.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some watercress. So.
I eat anything green. I just
And
prefer
then,
anything green. I put it on my
green
subs.
peppers are not good for you. Any
You
other
said green peppers
No,
are?
they're not. They release they have some type of cancerous toxin that's in them.
So just the green
Just the
peppers?
green. Any other pepper will be good for you except for the green. Any berry is good for you except for the crayon.
I got this.
Really? Are you kidding?
Damn, I drink cranberry juice with all that vodka.
You already,
so I can drink the vodka.
No, I'm
just
talking about I
not
can
the
drink cranberry juice. So like when you
I'm
guys
gonna
get your
just drink it straight now.
physicals done, and like the doctors do, like they tell you like from compared to when you were bigger or when you felt like you weren't healthier, do they notice too, like in your blood levels, like
because
your physicals, like do they?
When you go to the doctor, first thing the doctor go and tell you, this ain't no bull. He gonna tell me when I was big anyway, and I wasn't really knowledgeable about what I was doing.
Okay.
The first thing they do is tell you that your vitamin D is low. So then you gotta go get vitamin D pills and this, that, and the third. Then they tell you your cholesterol is high. You know what I mean? Which we already know. Possibility it is high because I've been eating deep fried food for the past year. You know what I mean?
Supposed to be high.
You know what I mean? Everybody put mayonnaise on their sandwich. So it's like, man, you already know what it is. But a lot of times the doctor will tell you A and B because they really trying to get your money anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta buy those pills.
Put you on something.
Yeah, you gotta keep coming
now
back.
They get that money. Right. It's all about insurance and everything else. I always say, man. Doctors wouldn't be in business if they was to keep us healthy, right? I always tell you, you're your best doctor.
You can feel if something's wrong with you or
You know
if it's
what
not.
you put in your body.
Yeah, just be aware of what you're consuming. That's it.
Now, I mean, of course, I mean, don't get it wrong. I want nobody thinking that
They don't need to go to the doctor.
I can almost put it out there.
Look,
they in their own
but let
business.
y'all know, you better take your ass down there and see what's wrong with your heart.
No, watch what you eat.
Yeah, you
watch
do have
what
watch
you're
eating, but we just
because
had a
that's
guy
why
come
you're
in and
having
tell
to
me.
go to the doctor.
Oh yeah, Timmy.
And you know, Timmy had some, you know, some.
He had some serious issues.
Right. You know what I mean? So
I remember that.
You can actually have some serious issues that you know nothing about, and you might say, well, you know what? I just need to eat healthy, or I just need to.
No, you need to detox your whole body. Like,
I mean, he could have detoxed his own body and still would have died. You know what I mean? If he didn't go to the doctor. In fact, I mean, I had the same situation where I thought I had just, you know, did something crazy to my hands, when my fingers don't move.
It was numb.
Yeah, my whole arm was numb. And then my mother took me to the doctor, and then next thing you know, I had an infection going up my arm.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I didn't go, if I had just said, well, you know what? Let me start eating right and exercise. Let me get this thing ready. Nah, man, I'd have, you know, lost my damn arm.
I went through the same thing about, this was another reason why I did what I did too. I'm at work one day and my fingers just started getting numb. So the first thing you do, you probably call your mom or your dad, like, man, look, man.
Yeah, my fingers got
Then I called my wife, my wife is a nurse or whatever, so I called her, she was like, man, you better go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room, I get in there, they telling me that I'm stressed out. I said, I'm stressed out? What I'm stressed out about? Like, I guess for people, they don't even understand. You could be stressed out about something and you don't even know you're stressed out about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So they put me on. This is what they gave me. They gave me some Xanax pills. Some Xanax pills.
Oh my
Now.
I'm about to say, hold up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Oh
They
my
gave me
God.
some Xanax pills and some sleeping pills.
yeah. Go both of them.
So you gonna give me some Xanax pills
Let's see.
and some sleeping pills. So I'm gonna take the Xanax and sleeping pill.
So you gonna have some bars that's gonna have you going crazy. Then
Find
you
out
gonna
what
have
is
some sleep.
what
I'm gonna be
is for. I don't
sleep.
even know what is Xanax for. I don't even know, but
Xanax for
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah.
okay. So
Anxiety.
they give you sleeping pills because you're not producing no melatonin. You're not producing no melatonin because your gut was probably fucked up. You produce melatonin
Yeah.
from your gut. So
Yeah.
if you got a good gut health, more than likely you're probably able to sleep well because you're producing.
But I sleep good. I sleep good
What about
regardless.
white people? They don't produce melatonin.
I don't know. Nothing about that.
So you know how people take probiotics for their gut health. You don't recommend that?
That's real. You can go back and forth with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
can.
it works
I really
with-
can.
for some people. Sometimes it don't.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, we all guinea pigs out here. That's how I look at it. For real, man. We all guinea pigs.
that's why I say you
Don't look and say what works for me gonna work for you, because it might
And
not.
because,
It
and
might
you're right,
not.
because when you felt something was wrong with your arm, yeah, you do
Right.
that. So yes, be smart enough to
Yeah,
talk
you
to the
can.
doctor.
That's
But
all I'm
still-
saying. Is like,
But still, even before that,
yeah, if
should
you
be
take care of
watching
your own
what
body,
you're
you know what I
eating.
mean. Look, man, you
You
know if you ate.
yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
I ate some. I was like, man, I need me some Popeyes. I ate some Popeyes. Now, when I say I ate the joint, man, I ate it. And then I woke up the next morning,
Right.
and I was like, what's going on here? What's going? My whole
Right.
chest felt like it was just pumping out here.
Right.
And I was like, man, something ain't right.
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking, like, hold up, like, what did I
I
do
know a couple
different?
people that got food poisoning from Popeyes.
I mean,
You know.
it was just the fried chicken, the grease,
Yeah.
and all of that
Yeah.
was still trying to go down. That's what I know it was. And then, like, you know what I mean, the
You
next
was
day,
sweating too, wasn't you?
man, what? Like, I was sweating. I thought, man, I didn't know what was going on. I said, something ain't right. I'm like, minor heart attack, stroke. I'm trying to look for these signs. I'm Googling everything. Because, of course, black men, we don't go to the doctor.
Right,
We just
Google.
let ourselves die first.
Right.
But
yeah.
eventually I figured out, you know what, man, fried foods is not that, you know,
Right.
they
Right.
don't, you know what I mean, they don't go down like just the basic
Right,
thing.
yeah.
So,
Right.
But again, it's the oil that you use for the fried food too, though.
Yeah.
If you're using the wrong oil, or if you're putting the wrong oil in your body from fried food, as far as a fast food restaurant, 9 times out of 10 you ain't gonna be right anyway. That's just what it is.
yeah. Well, look, man, we appreciate y'all time. We appreciate y'all energy. We appreciate the education that y'all done gave us on this healthy living. We definitely gonna have to have you come back. You want to come
we
back and
coming
talk?
back.
Yeah,
We coming back.
You wanna talk
I'm
about
coming back
everything.
next time.
Hey.
I'm gonna try to bring my 2 partners with me, man. Dakota Butler and Keith Player.
Yeah, we actually want to get Keith on, man. Keith and his
Yeah.
wife, man. That be we trying to show some black love,
Oh, yeah.
so we probably gonna have them on sooner than later
Oh, yeah.
anyway. But yeah, I talk to Keith all the
But
time.
I'm supporting everything you're doing,
Oh,
man.
man,
So,
Yes,
you know, I mean, it's all love.
absolutely.
Appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Thank you
Look.
for having me.
Thank you, Don. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Alright.
Nice to meet you.
And we got shirts for y'all.
If you ain't get the message by the end of that last line, then play it back and turn it up and listen one last time. This is for my niggas who depend on that fast life. Remember that the system ain't forgetting your past life.